It started with a photograph, a simple, faded picture I found while cleaning my grandmother's attic, a black and white portrait of a little girl standing by a lake. She wore a white dress and had long hair that covered part of her face. On the back, written in pencil, were the words, "Don't forget her." I didn't recognize the handwriting, and no one in my family remembered who she was. But there was something off about her eyes. The longer I stared, the more I felt like she was staring back. That night, I placed the photo on my nightstand. Bad idea. Around 2:40 a.m., I woke up to a soft clicking sound, like the noise of an old camera shutter. I looked toward the photo, and for a split second, I swear her eyes weren't looking to the side anymore. They were looking straight at me. I tried to convince myself I imagined it. Old photographs fade and distort over time, right? But the next morning, when I picked it up, I noticed something new. A tiny reflection in the water behind her, like the faint outline of a man standing in the distance. I showed it to my mom, but she swore she'd never seen that photo before. That night, the clicking returned. Louder this time. It wasn't coming from my phone or camera. It was coming from the wall where the photo hung. I turned on the light, but the sound stopped instantly. I took the picture down and shoved it into a drawer, heart pounding. That's when I heard it again. Click. And the drawer rattled like something inside wanted out. The next day, I decided to scan the photo on my laptop. When I zoomed in, I noticed a faint figure standing right behind the girl, tall, blurred, almost transparent. But what froze me completely was that the girl's expression had changed. In the original, she had a neutral face. In the scanned image, she was smiling. My laptop suddenly shut down. The screen flickered, and when it came back on, the wallpaper had changed. It was the same photo, full screen, except now the girl's eyes were open wider, and there was a red streak across her dress. I unplugged everything, deleted the file, and threw the printed photo into the fireplace. I watched it burn until it turned to ash. But later that night, when I went to bed, the frame on my wall was empty, except for a faint, smoky outline where the picture used to be, like it had imprinted itself onto the glass. The nightmares started soon after. Every dream I was standing by that same lake, and the girl was there, whispering something I couldn't make out. When I woke up, my window was open, and the floor near my bed was wet, like someone had stepped out of the lake. My phone alarm didn't go off that morning, but when I checked my gallery, there was a new photo saved at 3:01 a.m., a picture of me asleep with the burned photograph on my chest. I called my friend to stay over the next night. We set up a camera facing the wall where the frame had been. Around 3 a.m., the motion detector beeped. When we checked the footage, it was pure static, except for one clear frame. The girl standing in my room, smiling into the camera. My friend left immediately and refuses to talk about it to this day. Yesterday, my mom found an envelope outside our front door. Inside was a newly printed version of the same photograph. The girl still standing by the lake, but now there was someone else beside her. Me, wearing the same clothes I had on that night. I've locked it away, but sometimes I still hear the clicking sound coming from the drawer. I haven't opened it since. If I do, I think she'll blink again. And this time, she won't be the only one in the picture. So tell me, what would you do if the photograph of a stranger started changing every night? Burn it again, or look closer